I'm going to bring out this first gentleman. I'm not sure whether Robin Williams is a superb comedian and a great actor, or a great actor and a superb comedian, because he is both. And he's got a new picture out right now called The Fisher King. Would you welcome Robin Williams?
Yeah.
Sorry. Obviously, you've just come from the late Emmett Kelly estate sale. Picked up a little garment.
Look, if you can't wear one color, wear them all.
You're making...
Picasso was a lounge singer. Yeah, I've got to paint. Tell me now. Put your eye over here. Watch out, I'm back. Obviously, someone's sitting at home going, well, man, I'm flashing back.
See some guy out in Des Moines. Picasso is a lounge singer.
Hey, what's that mean?
What's that mean?
I'm not watching this anymore. Hey, you put this in there.
How you doing? It's always good.
I'm good. I've been watching the Supreme Court hearings. It's a little amazing. Mr. Thomas, your opinion of Roe versus Wade? I'd prefer to float. Okay, come on now. Look, give us an opinion. Tell us something. They bring in all sorts of witnesses. He was a good boy. It's amazing they can't get real answers out of him. I mean, how do they get people? They have people who have no legal opinions, no written opinions. They basically, 4 short weeks ago, I was driving truck. Now I'm sitting on the highest court in the land. Thanks to the George Bush Home Study Course, you two can be a Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, but you see what happens. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You see, the trick is to get confirmed is not to answer questions.
Yeah, they should just make it a talent show. They should make it like, I'd like to start off with saying something. Rulings. Nothing more than rulings. And now for the swimsuit competition. How do they wear a robe? Fabulous. Mr. Rehnquist, take the hood off the robe. Great. Okay. It comes down, it's a basic thing because it comes down to your right to life, people.
Uh-huh.
You've got your right to life, people. Don't you want to go up to them one time and just go, pardon me, you right to life? Yes, I am. Well, here's your very own crack baby.
Take care of this one for 40 years, shall we?
Well, maybe not. But, this is interesting times because...
Well, you see what happened? Bork answered their questions.
Oh, Bork.
He answered their questions.
He looked like Burl Ives' kid.
Doesn't he, though?
He looked like he was basically going, I answered them all. Like he had 2 6s and a 5 or something. He looked like somebody who's got the robes, put the robes on, going, worship me. Worship me, don't be afraid. But it looked like they're writing the Constitution on an Etch-a-Sketch, like, amendments? We don't need no stinking amendments.
I got to show you in the...
Don't go now. I laugh in your face. And Oliver North, he came through again. They basically asked him a few questions. He went, nope. And you think Gordon Liddy's sitting at home going, damn, if I only had a uniform.
I'd get him.
Wow. And if he did do time, if he ever went away, he'd go away to some designer prison, some club fed, It's like, all of a sudden the lights dim. Leona's getting electrolysis. Watch out! You call this quiche, Warden? This is al dente!
And now we may go back. Now we got so Hussein is up again. Now we may be back there.
That's true. They always find out strange things as they wander through looking for nuclear weapons. They always seem to find some things made in Germany. What a funny thing, and they asked them, excuse me, did you sell these? No, it was just some stuff we had lying around. And if you buy the nerve gas, we're also throwing the bunker. And communism is basically, the Iron Curtain's a drape. It's all over there. I mean, Gorbachev, it's strange if you call certain members of the cabinet now. Hello, I'm in right now, but wait for the sound of the gunshot. So that basically just leaves Castro.
Yeah, and Yeltsin yesterday said he had a cold or something.
I know, that's really scary.
Isn't that scary?
Yeah. Oh, my heart! I'm kidding. Do you love me? So it's pretty much over. I guess it's like having an Amway franchise if you're a Communist Party. It's like, oh, well, okay, here we go. And there's Castro sitting there. I look at Castro sometimes and I go, he's maybe not what he seems. Because, he sits up there going, people, I tell you now, we are going to have a still Communist Party here in Cuba. Okay, thank you very much. I know you love me. He goes backstage, takes off the hat. There's a yarmulke. He's going, I can't keep that up.
What a country.
I asked them to book me in Miami. I got booked in Guantanamo. So it's me, Fidel. Listen, how are the Yankees? I want to join. Not a bad thing, but...
Oh, God, you're crazy. You're crazy. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back, and maybe you'll do something. Stay where you are. We're coming right back. We're back with Robin Williams. Later on, Johnny Winters will join us. Why, are we coming to conclude? No. You're doing a picture. We'll talk about the Fisher King in a moment, but you started something today, didn't you?
Yes, I'm just finishing up Hook, which is...
You're doing Captain Hook?
Oh, thank you. Those are the psychic people who've seen it already. I'm Gene Dixon. I give it a thumb up. I have like one last day and then I'm done. It's wonderful.
It's Peter Pan.
I get to play Peter Pan. But I also get to play him he's old. He grew up and then he has to come back and be Peter Pan. The wonderful thing is when you get to fly. The painful thing is getting to fly because it's that lovely lift and separate rig, It's that... Oh, now I know why I know why Mary Martin played it. You're like, I'm flying! Yes. You know why Harry Reams is not playing Peter Pan. I see his happy thought. It's really fun.
It must be. It's like a fantasy.
Oh, big time. I think what would be nice is it's a wonderful and amazing...
And you play Peter Pan?
I do.
And you go out and you do believe? Do you believe? Even all?
Well, yeah, kind of like that. And
you did a short spot, a cameo, I guess, in Kenneth Branagh's film.
Dead Again.
You're Dead Again.
Yes.
Yeah. Just a small little... Yeah. You're a Shakespeare fan, obviously.
Oh, big time. It's wonderful. I mean, I saw Henry V. And it is always amazing to work with someone who talks like this.
You see?
But then when he doesn't talk like that, you're going, oh my God. He's not that way all the time.
You know what I saw yesterday on cable? They had their Hamlet with Nicole Williamson and Anthony Hopkins. And it's marvelous. But you studied with
Houseman. I mean,
yeah.
Actually, we were like this. I mean, but I did study at Juilliard, it's strange.
You ever done Shakespeare? Do you have to do that when you were studying it?
I did do Shakespeare. Yeah, we did Romeo and Juliet. It's because you get trained to be a classical actor. So good to be trained to be a classical actor and eventually end up selling some light beer. It has less filling but a giant head. Drink it and yet not know the reason the film makes you crazy. I mean, you think about great Shakespearean actors, they're amazing.
Yeah.
But you'd think about, and sometimes if you ever watch an X-rated movie, not that I do, but it'd be amazing to think if they could get maybe one of those actors to act in one of those, Usually it's some really bad actress. Oh, you incredible stallion, let's go. Yeah.
Forsooth.
But wouldn't it be amazing if you had someone like this? Oh, I will mount you and ride you till the dawn. The Red Seas and your joy shall cry till then I know not this. But oh flaccid member, thou art not mine.
Easy consummation to valley to be wished.
To be wished and yet not this. Oh, would this hand melt before me and yet know itself? Speak not, oh friend.
All right.
Oh, ghost of puberty past. I am hairy and know not why.
Didn't I see you one night doing Stallone doing Hamlet?
Oh, yeah.
What?
You can think of Stallone doing Hamlet.
Schwarzenegger, any of those guys.
Arnold would be great, you know.
What?
One of the few Hamlets where he gets to have an Uzi. You know?
Well,
At the end, we're basically like this. Fort and brass. So much for the fight, huh? Basically that way. You know, it'd be nice to have a big Hamlet.
What was to be or not to be? Stallone doing the
Yeah, Stallone was basically to be. Yo. You know, you do like a Brooklyn Hamlet. Yo, is that a ghost or yo, Vinny? This really vexes me. Don't get any further on and on. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hither. To be, vex me thus. Hey, wait, you know, or you could have like the Venice, California Shakespeare Festival. We're doing, instead of Hamlet, we're just calling it Bob.
Bob and Lyle.
Bob and Lyle. Instead of two dudes, it's just two dudes from Venice, you know? Wow, it'd be it's not necessarily that we have to do rhyming. We just kind of speak and feel good.
Yeah. Let it whatever comes naturally,
right, you know?
Sure.
We could have done like Lincoln's Gettysburg Addresses like a while ago. Some people got bummed and then we let them go.
That's right.
That's true.
Now, The Fisher King.
Yes, sir.
Great reviews. Terry Gilliam, right?
Yes, sir.
You directed this, and I read some reviews of it, and you said you were absolutely sensational.
It was
Brilliant.
amazing to do because it's about someone who is not well.
Yeah, you play a man where you can just run wild, right?
Right, he who has
Harry,
hallucinations. He sees, it's kind of like Don Quixote in Manhattan. He has visions of red knights and rescuing maidens and the whole thing. And he's looking for the Holy Grail on the Upper East Side, which is so amazing because normally all you can find is a good case of unborn pairs. You know, it's just looking out there. We went the other day and tried to have some mesquite fish, and damn, they weren't open. So sad. But it was amazing to shoot in New York because in these hallucination scenes, I'm running down New York streets, fleeing from this giant red knight who has flame coming out of his head and flame coming out of the horse. And as I'm running, I'm screaming because I'm having this nervous breakdown. I finish, I'm over in the corner going, and some wino walks up and went, "That's some really good work."
That's really good.
I've seen that stuff, man. It's a little bigger normally, but you're in the groove. Now, do you mind if I urinate on you?
If somebody told you tomorrow, Robin, you can go out, work in clubs, stand up, do your kind of comedy, or you can be a straight dramatic actor, and you had to make a choice, what would you do?
I'd say, can I do both?
And they said, no, you couldn't do it. It's just one of those steals, you know.
One of those things if you had to go one way or the other?
That's right.
Oh, don't do that.
I just wondered.
One of those things you have
I asked Jack Benny once, I said, if you could have been a great comedian, like you are, or played the violin, or been a concert hall, he said, I'd rather be a concert hall violinist.
Really?
Yeah, than a great comedian.
Wow. Because the comedy is obviously, for me, it's so much cheaper than therapy.
That's true. You get it all out.
You can't do what we just did a few minutes ago and have on the street because people go, you have to leave now.
That's right.
But I would love to keep doing roles like this with people like
should.
that because they're so, to keep exploring, like with Awakenings, with this.
You'll find all new things, don't you?
Yeah, you really can explore the...
Well, we're going to bring another patient out in just a moment.
Oh, yeah.
Friend of yours, friend of mine for a long time, so stay where you are. We're back. Now, Penn. How long ago? When you were doing Mork and Mindy, how long ago? Was that 10 or 12 years?
About 10.
And Jonathan came on and did how many episodes with you?
I was about 20 of them.
Some of the funniest episodes ever done on television.
We used to run out of film. It was like kind of like those war movies where the machine gun goes, there's no more ammo!
Yeah, he's been a friend of yours, friend of mine for many years.
We would scare people. It was wonderful.
He's on his own show called Davis Rules with Randy Quaid, which is on the air later this fall. Would you welcome Mr. Jonathan Winters?
We lost the fort. The Indians were sober. We were drunk this time. Well, great to be here.
Nice to see you. My God.
Nice to be here.
How goes the battle?
Well, pretty good so far. Made it across into Van Nuys. That one shoulder took us out. gosh, I was so taken with this guy. I was when I first met him, and on Mork and Mindy, we had a marvelous time.
Those were good days.
You had access to more medication in those days.
Yeah, some of the shows were real quick.
I noticed the stuff wore off tonight.
Yeah. Columbian College Fund.
Mr. Williams didn't know you in the days when you and I were
when we were on the
out
sauce.
Yeah, when we were having a little...
Well, yeah, Johnny and I...
Can we have those on block for you?
I'm sorry.
Could we have those sent out and clean for you?
It was easy getting them on. And now, here, you want to play with those?
Oh, yeah.
This way I won't have so much guilt.
Before we, General, what is your official title on that? General or just
General? I'd like to be a general. Okay. I was a corporal, and I'd rather be a general tonight.
I want to congratulate...
Makes me feel important.
Yes, I want to congratulate you, General, on winning the Emmy for Davis Rules, Best Supporting Actor.
I must tell you briefly about it. I know our time is limited here, but...
Not really.
I really didn't think that I was going to win, and otherwise I would have been there. And I turned to my wife of many years, and I said, "What do you think, sweetheart?" And she said, "You don't stand a chance." And so...
It's that kind of support that's kept you together, hasn't it?
That makes one want to return to, the shaving lotion. But at any rate...
You don't stand a chance, she said.
She just said, look at the competition. And it was just, Durning, my God, this guy from Evening Shade, and then, of course, Cheers and all this. Right. They've been on many, many years. And I thought, well, what do we do? And fortunately, we had a thrilling evening. And that isn't a put down, because I know the guy that threw the evening is hopefully listening. We had a choice, one choice, of going to a fellow's house to have ribs. And thought I'd say his, no. But we had, they were marvelous ribs, hands and stuff. And then we sat down and watched. There were about 12 or 14 of us, and then they announced it. And I saw the picture of myself, the still. And there's no explanation, where is he? They can say a lot of things. And I was in just a house with a handful of other people and ribs. So, but it was a big thrill. I asked, and then the following day I said, "Where is the award?"
That's right.
And somebody said, "Well, since you weren't there, you don't get it."
Was that your wife again?
No.
How is the missus, by the way?
She's fine.
Good.
She's fine. She looks better than ever. And, of course, come on, we're not kids anymore, John, And, but she's not bedridden, and,
it's not around the house anymore.
No, that's right. No. She's very active.
But the romance is still there.
But you've got to stay up all night, to keep her active. And, a lot of things she say, I come at her and play these ridiculous games. I'm sure he plays the same thing. And
do you wear this uniform when you?
Sometimes, yeah. Sure.
Nothing wrong with that.
Just the cape, no pants.
That's right.
That's right.
You react to battle scenes, I suppose.
Many times she'll say things like, "I don't know what she means by that. Don't you have a ball game to watch?" 4 o'clock in the morning, I don't think many of them are playing. Well, at any rate.
Yeah. Now, how do you deal going down doing the show? As you say, you're not as young as you used to be. A lot of stress doing the show.
Yeah, there is a lot of stress.
You take your painting materials down there?
Oh, no, there's not that time. Usually I just get the legs begin to go. I was talking to an athlete the other day, a professional. He told me it was on a bus. And
you had no way of knowing it.
I had no way of knowing. I knew he was on a bus. He was in trouble. So he said he played with the Washington Redskins, and he said, the first thing to go, John talked very fast, and he was trying to get off. He couldn't get off the bus. The legs were really gone. And so somebody just dragged him off and faced him again. But at any rate, he said the first thing to go are the legs. And I find that at 6'5", you're on these hard floors, legs go.
Yeah.
They really go. The mind, of course, that was gone a long time ago. But the legs, when they go, everything goes.
Yeah. You get back to Ohio often?
Oh, I haven't been back for really. That's Extra hard. Well, I'm sorry about the Reds. Can't throw baseballs at those guys and hurt them, and do that. At any rate, no, I get back every once in a while. There's always a guy with a toothpick, Hey, how you doing, John? Very good to see you. How you doing out there? We don't see you. We don't get what you do here. Well, do you get anything? Not a lot. The only thing in my section of Ohio, the river's dried up. Fish are just there in the dust.
They're good eating, though.
That's
Already get yourself some trout jerky.
It's like a chicken, If you hit a chicken in the road, we used to just throw it in the back of the pickup. Take it
Get
home.
yourself some Tennessee pizza.
Just a bed.
Put that on there right there. They've already been cleaned. They've been gutted and cleaned. You take everything over.
We're going to just take a break here. Well, have you ordered the Prozac? And we'll be right back after this. Stay where you are. All right, we're back to clown school here, folks. We've known each other for probably more than 30 years. I learned about something about you tonight. Somebody's talking about living in California. You've got a genuine fear of earthquakes out here? Somebody said you get a little stressful.
Well, I don't care for them. If I had a decent seismograph there, it's not whatever they call it. I don't know what it is. I'm not that far into it. I saw the movie, and that was enough for me. Just everything went out. But I worry about my pets.
The people sitting around going,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Honey, can I make you a drink?
Well, I worry about my pets because they fall down. They're old.
Yeah. Oh.
And, they fall over. And when you get a major shake, the animals, especially the animals, stiff.
Their legs are locked or something? Well, that's a shame.
I have a stiff dog and a stiff cat, and they fall over,
Aren't they the first ones to notice an earthquake, though?
Aren't
they the first ones? They say dogs or animals are the first to notice it.
I've been right alongside of them, and by gosh, not all of them do that.
No warning at all.
You get a lot of this. And they do that on a Thursday,
And then that big...
That's right.
That's the time to pour the cold water, then.
I was going to say, very close to mating season. Very close. When you hear... And a lot of the fur is being pulled out on the right side.
What kind of
dogs get a strange look during mating season. Not that I follow this.
I'll say you're there with a videotape. No.
But I mean,
you have a lot of free time on your hand, don't you?
We've got a lot of state parks. And I'm in those parks, and I enjoy that look on an animal. Though it's funny, they go. And the guy goes into dogland.
Your dogs are a little old, though, to breed. I mean, they're probably.
I would never think breeding them. No, never, because they're too strange.
Yeah.
People.
What is that?
I went to a dog show only a couple of weeks ago. That's an experience.
Was your dog entered? Or?
No, I had no dog at the time. I don't have a dog now.
Oh.
Ran away. And I just don't have time to find him. It's a terrible thing. You can go hundreds of miles. You see my dog? What'd you say? Sorry, apparently not. Kitty lover.
What animals do you have now?
I have pictures. Pictures
of animals. And they're easy to train.
So much easier to train. Just put the picture down.
That's right. Put that in the kitty litter box.
So you went to this dog show?
Oh, yeah, I went to the dog show. And people comb their dogs and put little things, mustaches on them and curl their eyelashes and then...
bows in the hair and
everything. Bows and you don't see I hate to say this because I know there are a lot of dog lovers. I'm a dog lover. But I like the good old mongrel dogs, the crossbreed of 2057 varieties, whatever that is. Mutts. And they're cheap, too. And there's a lot more love, it seems to me, and affection. A show dog knows that all the time he's doing this all the time. When's the show? Whereas a mongrel just like it. And the little boy that's sitting by the fireplace goes, That wasn't me. And the fire goes out. Oh, well.
So
no, earthquakes are out here, as you know, and we all live with this thing. And they're always, the thing that bothers me, I was at a party the other night, and conversation was about a lot of stuff, environmental things, and lack of water and one thing, and what's happening around the world, in the Middle East and everything. And it came around to earthquakes, and there's always one person, a man or a woman, young or old, that says, well, whatever we've experienced in the past is going to be nothing to what the big one is going to be. There'll be ocean all the way to Bakersfield. And I thought, why stop there?
How about Santa Fe?
I don't know. I guess there is going to be that. That'll be Armageddon or whatever it is. And
but that could be in 100 years.
I wear a wetsuit every night.
Do you anyway? Yeah.
I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
Picture Lloyd Bridges.
You take precautions. You have an earthquake safety. Picture of Lloyd Bridges.
We have a picture of Lloyd Bridges. I remember him from Sea Hunt. He could certainly handle water.
Do you have the earthquake kit?
No, I don't have the earthquake kit. I don't know. I figure, it's a long way from where we are in the bedroom to the basement. Uh-huh. And by the time you get down there, the whole house is on you. So that you're trying to get out of all that gravel and stuff to the kit. Where's the kit, honey? Where's the kit?
They say you should stand in the doorway.
Why? Who's coming in? Hi, how you doing?
Welcome to our house.
Yeah. How's it doing on your side?
We'll be right back. Stay away. Our next guest is a young lady. Here is one of the young lady who is one of the stars of NBC's Empty Nest, which is going to start, I guess, a half hour earlier than it usually does, this Saturday, September 21st, at 9 p.m. on NBC. Would you welcome Park Overall? Park? Just like that.
Well,
nice to see you.
Well, I got Yankee uniforms and talking about Tennessee pizza.
What are you going to the doctor or something, or what?
Really good moonshine.
What?
Really good moonshine. That's really smooth.
This is moonshine? That's illegal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Surprise!
Yeah. Where's this from?
Tennessee.
And it's real moonshine.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
let's give some to him, see what happens.
Oh, no.
Can we just smell it? Just to have a...
No, that's really...
yeah, that's the stuff that says your specimen's clear.
Chrome, yes. Take the chrome off a trailer hits, this thing. Yeah, that's
where did the stuff you wake up nude in the field going, what's your name?
Where did you get this? No, where did you get this?
Tennessee, but I can't tell on anybody.
I know that. You've mentioned moonshine before.
Yeah, but this is really good. Now, this is so good. I mean, I don't know if you'll ever taste it, but if you ever take a notion...
No, I used to imbibe a little bit, but I don't do that too much.
Imbibe, that's a good word.
Imbibe, yeah.
I like it. Why is he wearing a Yankee uniform?
Because I'm a Yankee.
Oh, hell.
We're going to go through Chickamauga twice. People are going to have to get it right this time, honey. You can have grits, some sausage, big muffin.
I can't keep up the rhythm.
Are you folks still teed off about the Civil War down south?
Well, no. I mean, I think they are in Virginia a little bit.
Yeah.
My boyfriend just did a job in Virginia, and he said that, not only did they think they won the war, they thought they fought it alone. And apparently, if you're not an FFV, that's the First Family of Virginia, then you just don't count.
Are you a First Family of Virginia?
I don't believe I am. I'm from Tennessee, so I don't.
Well, I wouldn't be. Do you know, do you have a picture of First Family in your wallet of somebody from Virginia?
No, and he didn't either, and he didn't get along well.
Yeah. Now, do folks accuse you of faking the accent, or is this your normal speaking voice?
You know who usually accuses me of faking it? Well, they don't accuse me of faking it. They say, oh, come on, is that really real? It's people from Memphis. Yeah. Yeah, but they talk more like Texans. See, I'm up from Appalachia where we talk like this.
Right.
You see.
Yeah. How are things at home? Do you keep in touch with your folks?
Yeah, everything's good. All the girls in their 30s talking about divorce. I don't know.
Oh. And you're a single lady, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Do your parents want each once you get married?
No, they never did.
Well, isn't that nice?
They always said if they had to do it again, they'd live together. And they're in their 70s,
They're elderly.
We're going soon.
I hear you.
We'll be going soon.
Move them horses out. Move them horses out.
We won't be able to drive the BMW through Virginia. Okay?
Surely.
Fine.
I think we ought to force feed them this, see what happens.
This is one of the oldest Civil War veteran right here. 103.
Down and the red on the red, I'm out there told her that came from hell.
He said he was shot in the head.
In the head.
He took too many balls
Too many
in the head.
in the head.
He feels good, though.
Yes.
He still hasn't gotten his veteran's check.
No check yet. So would you?
Are they wearing you out there?
No. Do you have any plans for marriage?
Do I have any plans for marriage?
Your folks ask you that?
No, they don't. See, they don't. They're like funny. They're 70s, so they're real Southern Gothic liberal. They're. You know what that is?
No, but it sounds wonderful.
What is
Sounds like they have one of those raked Volvos.
What's a Southern Gothic liberal?
Well, they really don't want me to get married, but they don't want me to be doing anything else either.
That just leaves power tools then. Sorry.
That's right. And down south, they run them on kerosene, too. They don't even have...
Dad, where's Mom? Just cutting wood. Shut up! That belt tender's been gone for about a week now. We just talked about power tools.
No. The heart's on this side.
All right, John, back the truck up. Grandpa needs to move.
We're coming right back, I think. Yes, we are, folks. I tell you, I thank you for coming tonight, Park. You two guys were simply marvelous tonight. Both of you. My greatest contribution to the show tonight was to stay the hell out of the way. You couldn't have been better. Thank you, guys. See you on Davis Rules. Robin, we'll see you. The Fisher King opens...
It opens Friday and many other places.
Opens Friday and many other places.
There's also this year probably not another nomination, so don't be upset. If I only could ride a horse, I'd have a better chance. We're going now. We're going to go over to the Quail's house.
I'd rather die here.
Tomorrow night, Sean Penn, Neil Diamond, and Stephanie Hodge. Good night, folks.